if you really want to be naughty, a lot of people are doing this, is buying a whole bunch of phones. Now, they don't do this just for GMBs. You can leave reviews, you can do a whole bunch of other stuff with different phones, but Google are clever enough to determine different IP addresses and all that kind of stuff. So there's people out there that have got a whole bunch of phones going out there and interacting with their GMB or doing it for customers to make sure they rank very, very quickly. Now, you can go on there, you can create traffic jams on there. So if Google see 40 people walking down the front of Brighton there, or driving down the front of Brighton, or 40 phones, it's going to turn up as red as if there's a lot of traffic there. It's a traffic jam. If you're sat in your car with your 40 phones, that's the impact that's going to have. Even though there's no one in the street, it can create a traffic jam. But it's also shown, if you use this in the right way, that your GMB listing is really important.
One of the key ingredients I always use, but the risks none of my clients want to get close to, is a bait and switch, including a viral.
Mm-hmm.
So digital marketing in Las Vegas, if it becomes something else than it already is, for instance, a new group against digital marketing for casinos, Las Vegas casinos. So there's this new group, and they start protesting, they start not abiding by the rules of Corona, they start doing all this stuff, and they call themselves Stop Digital Marketing Las Vegas Casinos, things like that. And if you then, one of your ingredients is the group against it, one of your ingredients is their opposites, that the ones that say, okay, we're the lobby for it, and you make them fight. All that fighting gets a lot of attention, all that fighting gets a lot of links.
And I bought the subscription for all new WordPress sites in 3 months. And then I target those sites because they probably didn't turn off their comments. And so they're all open. So I target sites that are new, which are fine because you're just doing manipulation commenting. So, but in any case, you have to build your own list. You can't rely on other people's lists. At some point, you have to pull up your pants and do it yourself, you know.
As a conference speaker, you also have benefits. Mm-hmm. Especially if for instance, your competitor is benefiting from something that is clearly wrong, but they're getting away with it. As long as not enough people abuse the same trick, Google doesn't fix it. Mm-hmm. So if there's a loophole or there's a trick or there's a crappy bunch of link value sources, like for instance, sponsoring open source software, if you want to break it, have it abused. So that's why I still speak at SEO conferences or conferences that are about visited by casinos, online casinos. Mm-hmm. These guys, if you give them a tip, they start abusing it. They're not using it for a small amount of link value and keeping it within the realms of natural behavior. No, they're overtly abusing certain stuff that you share. So if you share something with online casinos and it's something that your competitor is benefiting from, then you might even break it, because when there's all these, for instance, I did it with all these open source software sponsoring pages. Mm-hmm. And now there's all these coupon code guys, there's these casinos, there's these porn guys. They're all started sponsoring the 1,000-year Friends partnership thing that is offered, and then it stopped working. So it does work to share things, guys.
Now, in order to manage your fake personas, there's another great tool called Ghost Browser. You can have unlimited personas on there. You don't need to log into your Twitter, your Facebook, whatever. It's all on there. You log in once and you continue to log in time and time again. And your Twitter, your Facebook, your Gmail, whatever you want is all open for you. Obviously, it stores. You use proxy for every single profile on this, and it makes it really quick and easy to go in and buy domain names, leave reviews, whatever it might be. This is what you want to use to do this, and again, avoid leaving those footprints.
And you'll be able to see that I've got an email here saying my business profile has been updated, either through user feedback
or through their automated system review my information, and I am able to then log in to these guys and edit, and basically I am the primary owner of that particular domain, purely because they didn't verify their listing. Now, of course, there's still verification needed, although that listing is live and ranks well in that particular area for the search term that I mentioned in the previous video. Now, of course, verification is still needed, but because it's an old listing and because I've got the ability to edit stuff, what I could potentially do now is go into info, swap out that number for one of mine on Twilio or something similar. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to contact these guys and tell them to claim the listing themselves. However, I could change out the number and then verify now, triggering a phone call. So that, or a text, that is how easy it is to hijack an unverified listing.